Iran enriches uranium up to 60% purity below weapons grade but much higher than civilian needs. With current stockpiles and centrifuge technology, Iran could theoretically enrich enough uranium for several nuclear warheads in a matter of weeks. However, Iran has not weaponized its nuclear program yet. It would need to convert enriched uranium into weapon components and build deliverable nuclear devices, a complex but feasible technical step. Iran's nuclear ambitions cannot be understood without considering Israel's secret nuclear arsenal. Iran views Israel's nuclear weapons as a direct existential threat. Israel's undeclared arsenal, combined with its history of military actions and proxy conflicts, compels Iran to consider nuclear weapons as a necessary deterrent. Iran's missile attacks targeting Israel's Dimona nuclear facility underscore the significance of this dynamic. On the 1st of October 2023, Iran launched around 200 ballistic missiles at Israel, some reportedly aimed at Dimona. Although Israel's Iron Dome and US support neutralized the threat, Iran's willingness to strike Israel's nuclear heartland sends a clear message. It views Israel's nuclear weapons as central to regional power balance. Dimona is not just a nuclear reactor. It is the symbol of Israel's nuclear strength and strategic ambiguity. Built under a cloak of secrecy beginning in 1958, it was only officially identified as a nuclear site by US intelligence in 1960. The US government was misled by Israel's sophisticated deception campaign, which masked Dimona as a civilian research facility. By the mid-1960s, however, Israel had secretly produced weapons-grade plutonium and assembled its first nuclear weapons. This clandestine development was facilitated by the complicity of allies who chose silence over confrontation. Today, Dimona remains the heart of Israel's nuclear program with ongoing modernization efforts. It is a primary target for Iran, which has simulated strikes against the facility in military drills and threatens retaliation if Israel attacks Iranian nuclear sites. Israel's nuclear ambiguity aims to deter existential threats without openly provoking regional proliferation. However, this strategy fuels insecurity for Iran and its allies, driving Tehran closer to nuclear weaponization. Iran's potential nuclear weapons would serve as a deterrent against Israeli military coercion and attacks, leveling the playing field in a region where Israel holds a clear nuclear advantage. Without nuclear weapons, Iran remains vulnerable to Israel's undeclared but undeniable nuclear threat. The international community's reaction reveals stark double standards. Israel's nuclear arsenal remains outside the Nuclear Non-Proliferation Treaty, that is NPT, and is officially unacknowledged, yet tacitly accepted. Iran, on the other hand, faces severe sanctions and diplomatic isolation for enriching uranium and advancing a nuclear program that remains technically civilian. The US and its allies justify these measures by portraying Iran as a destabilizing actor seeking weapons of mass destruction, while Israel is framed as a strategic ally with a right to self-defense. This inconsistency undermines global non-proliferation efforts and inflames regional tensions.
پاسخ این درخواست‌های غیر منطقی رو دادیم قبلا. تکرار یک موضع غیر واقعی، غیر منطقی، غیر معقول هیچ کمکی به تثبیت اون موضع نمی‌کنه. هر چقدر هم که مقامات آمریکایی تکرار بکنن، فرقی در اصل قضیه ایجاد نخواهد کرد. موضع ما کاملا روشنه. من به صراحت قبلا گفتم، تکرار می‌کنم که غنیسازی در ایران ادامه پیدا خواهد کرد با توافق یا بی توافق. منطق مذاکره از نظر ما این هست: شفاف سازی، اعتماد سازی از جانب ما، رفع تهدیدها، تحریم‌ها از جانب اونها و البته رفع تهدیدها. بیشتر از اون اگر تقاضاهایی داشته باشن، اگه بخوام وارد حوزه فعالیت صلح‌آمیز هسته ما بشن، ما رو از مواردی که حقمون هست به عنوان کشور عضو NPT محروم میکنن، این طبیعی هست که هیچ جایی برای پذیرش نداره و به هیچ وجه ما اجازه نمیدیم که اتفاق بیفته. در مذاکرات هم حالا مشغول بررسی هستیم که دور بعدی رو شرکت بکنیم یا چه زمانی شرکت بکنیم. ما هیچ وقت دیپلماسی رو کنار نگذاشتیم. ما در مذاکره همیشه حضور خواهیم داشت. فلسفه اصلی حضورمون هم دفاع از حقوق مردم ایران هست.
Given Israel's undisputed nuclear capability and refusal to join the NPT, Iran's pursuit of nuclear weapons emerges as a logical response to a profound security threat. Iran's leadership must weigh the risks of continued vulnerability against the deterrence value of a nuclear arsenal. Without nuclear weapons, Iran remains exposed to Israel's superior military power and covert operations. Nuclear weapons would provide Tehran with a credible deterrent, potentially stabilizing a volatile region by preventing unilateral Israeli dominance.